What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Cobra Kai video. So it's been quite a while since I've brought you some Cobra Kai content, but unfortunately there's not really been that much for me to talk about since the trailer and my theories based on that trailer. However, Entertainment Weekly have brought some interesting images from Season 3 and they look very, very cool. So with that in mind, I wanted to bring you that and a nice quick video after I've done my His Dark Materials videos. And if you enjoy these quick reactions to news and topics like this, then please do hit that subscribe down below and please do like it, as I do enjoy making these. We've also got some other bits and pieces for you, so before we jump into the Cobra Kai image breakdown, let's take a look at some news from Murphy's Multiverse as well. And unfortunately, Charles Murphy has actually blocked me on Twitter. Unfortunately, he did have a really interesting article. I can't remember what it was, but it brought his website down. And I said, your website goes down more than my girlfriend. And well, he blocked me there for that. And I thought it was funny and I meant no malice by it, but whatever. So, exclusive, Karate Kid 2 stars Tamlin Tomita and Yuji Okimoto joined Cobra Kai Season 3. Many of us expected that because Daniel LaRusso is going to Okinawa to learn the mysteries of Mr. Miyagi and things like that. That's what it looked like in the trailer. However, you may remember that we did see a brief shot of what we think is Chozen from the Karate Kid series. That's really interesting, of course, because of course they were featured in the Karate Kid 2. Kumiko obviously being the love interest. And here we've also got Chozen around here, if you can see my cursor there. And apparently both Chozen and Kumiko will come back into Daniel's life as business with the LaRusso Auto Group takes him back to Japan. A chance meeting with Kumiko, a reunion with Chozen, and a valuable secret are all part of LaRusso's Japanese adventure. How very curious. But we are about a month away. So I'm recording this on the 7th of December and it's back on the 8th of January. I am super pumped and I will be doing a breakdown, of course, of that. But that's just an interesting thing for you there. I presented this on my channel and, well, I think many other people kind of just assume that Chozen is going to return. I recently rewatched Karate Kid 2. I didn't really like it that much compared to the original one as a kid, but rewatching it, I did enjoy it. Now, moving on to exclusive Cobra Kai Season 3 first photos. So let's break this down. We have about 8, I think, that it says here. So the Karate Men, Cobra Kai returns in January for its long-awaited 3rd season on Netflix, and the Dojo versus Dojo drama between Johnny Lawrence, John Kreese, and Daniel LaRusso is intense. Click through, I see what we did there for exclusive photos. So this looks very curious as we see the 3 men who are just at each other's throats here as well, and well, that is cool. It looks like they're in the audience of, well, something, so it's unclear of what this could actually be, but it might be an All Valley meeting, or it could be a meeting with the city planners as we had last season or the season before that. So it would be curious to see, but I think that this rivalry is going absolutely nowhere. I presented in my breakdown of the Season 3 trailer that we might have Johnny Lawrence team up with LaRusso to take down John Kreese. Of course, we might have his former student as well from the 3rd Karate Kid come back. That is what many of us do think as well. Now, next up, we have got LaRusso. No, Daniel and Amanda do not look happy. Well, yeah, of course. So the fallout from the fight at the school, which was so ridiculously over the top, I absolutely loved it. Now, they do not look happy whatsoever, and I am going to hasten a bet that his daughter might be kicked out of the school. they look angry there, and considering that while she was kind of really not the aggressor in it, but she was involved with the fight, I would imagine a lot of these kids might be kicked out of the school because you can't really have a brawl at a school. This isn't the Royal Rumble. Now, next up, we have got Fallen Fighter. Johnny visits his injured pupil Miguel, who suffered a grave injury in the Season 2 finale. Now, obviously, we know he's going to survive. I really wish they played it a bit more ambiguous with Miguel, because they had it in the trailer where he's like that, and then he just wakes up. You're just like, why have you done this? Because at least have it as a mystery. But I guess Zolo Mariduena, I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered it. I do apologise. But I'd imagine that it's because he was saying that he's in the next season and things like that. So things get out of hand. But let's look at the next slide. So continued on the next slide. So No Mercy. Tori and Hawk put their best fist forward. Now, of course, Tori and Hawk are going to stay in the Cobra Kai dojo, but it looks like they've got a bit of a different gi on them there. So it's going to be curious to see how this goes. I would imagine maybe John Kreese wants like a complete clean slate moving forward. So he's well and truly the owner of Cobra Kai now. Of course, he switched the invoices around, and it seems weird you could just do that, but you know what? It's kids playing karate, so anything can happen. But it looks cool here, and it'll be interesting to see where Tori goes. She's back here. I expected the dojos to go underground after the massive fight last season, and I expected her to sort of be on the run, because I mean she almost killed Daniel LaRusso's daughter. So she literally wanted to kill her. If she got the chance, she would have. So I think that's going to be a curious thing nonetheless. But this might be from later in the season. Now, next up, we've got Parental Discretion. Daniel gets a glare from the grumpy daughter/student Samantha. And I think that they are going to be doing the sort of forest training that happened with his previous student there. And I think that's going to be an interesting one. And I think that's definitely going to happen here to teach us some sort of humility, some sort of, lesson, really. Anything, I think. Personally, I think that's going to be a really cool thing. And it's going to be good for her as well. Now, I did predict that she would go to Okinawa with him. But I do think we might get it twisted. And he might go to Okinawa with Johnny Lawrence. That is a more interesting story, in my opinion. But next up, what do we got? So, the Law 1. Robbie is under lock and key. Yes, it looks like he's in juvenile hall here. Obviously, he did push Miguel, and Miguel, you know what, he's mash up. So, he's definitely been caught here. I think that, obviously, in the trailer, we did see your boy Johnny Lawrence kind of talk to him, and I think that it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, because I find that when one character's in jail, it's a bit like whatever, and I think that it's really going to derail the series, him being in prison for the most of it, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. However, Johnny might try and get him out, but he did it. I mean, it's not like he's been framed for anything, or it's not like it's kind of twisted. He kind of did what he did. So it's going to be tough to see if he actually gets out of jail. But next up, we've got No Mercy. Kreese addresses his Cobra Kai minions. Yes, the dojo there is looking very, very Cobra Kai, and they do look like they have different gis. It looks a bit different there. So it's going to be fun to see where this goes next with John Kreese and his minions. Obviously, his former student from Karate Kid 3, I think that's going to be involved in some point. Now, next up, we've got Dimitri, who looks ready for a rematch. Yes, of course, he wants to fight Hawk again, or I don't think he does. I think he just wants to, make friends and learn to not be a snarky little bitch. I didn't like Dimitri. He wasn't a good character for me. He was just a bit of a dick. Someone who I've known in real life, like people like that. And I'm like, you can just get out of my face. I'm not a fan of him, but it's an interesting dynamic. Of course, he revealed all of Hawk's stories there, and Hawk's in a bit of a bad way. Of course, his girlfriend dumped him, and now she's going out with a girl. And while that's okay, it's very emasculating. I would imagine he feels very emasculated by that, and he would then have more aggression. And it would be nice to see Dimitri kind of like man up, see him get some strength and get some skill and actually fight properly, which he did towards the end of last season. But I think this is cool. I think that's it, or that's literally it. But it's going to be fun to see. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun to see. And I do think that Terry Silver is going to pop up. So I think, where was it? There was another one where I thought he might pop up in here. I think it might be around here. I think that Terry Silver might be involved as well. Mike as well are going to return. So I think we're going to see some big ones. I think that we might see Chozen and Kumiko on Dan's side, and then Kreese will get his minions to join him and that. But I'm worried about a fragmented season, you know. I'm worried about having it in Japan. I'm worried about having it in jail. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go. I hope it's a bit of a longer season. That's what I would like anyway. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Just a short video here. It's not my usual scripted one. It's kind of like me going in blind and having a look at these things here, which I think is cool. But if you want more of these videos, I might do one tomorrow for Godzilla vs. King Kong. But that's it for this video. So please do hit that like down below. And please do subscribe with notifications on. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.